Hello. Hello.
Hey, lady.
What it do? What it do?
Girl, how you doing? How you been?
I'm all right. Just tired.
Oh, I know, child. Me too. I was on here literally. I ain't even gonna lie. I had a 12-hour day. I laid down after I ate me something for dinner, and I literally got up out the bed at 8:55.
I just rolled over and I'm just sitting here.
That's what
And
I'm saying. I literally rolled over and jumped on the computer.
I looked. I was like, oh, sugar, sugar snaps.
I know, and Miss Sislow's supposed to be with us tonight. I don't know if our homegirl Southern, if she's gonna be, because you know she loves her some TK.
Right.
She be having me cracking up. But matter of fact, I need to write down that name that she renamed TK Tasha K. Because I can't never remember it. All I remember is Thomas and Tomas. That's my favorite part of the whole name. And then at the end she says Kiwi.
I know it's Terrence in there because I said I started the Terrence part,
Uh-huh.
and it was he got the going on it. I was like, oh Jesus. Look,
Girl. She gave
mm,
Tasha K like 50, 11 names, child.
girl.
But yeah, I did drop her a link though.
I wondered if you knew about it.
Well, I had no, but you know how it is too. We be talking about so much stuff, and then the Tasha K stuff. It seemed like it never ends,
Right.
you know. And she's been doing other things, other interviews, and still getting into some controversial stuff. I heard she got other people coming at her. We
Mm,
did we did talk a little about that. I think that was last Friday. Was that last Friday night?
that
She
might
did
have
an
been.
interview with somebody it had to do with Wyclef, I think,
What?
and some allegations. Some allegate. You know what type of allegations? And
Mm,
and so the people over there in his part of the neck of the woods were not too happy, or should I say, are not too happy.
they ain't gonna have that. They
No,
will come for her.
girl, shoot. And so yeah, they not too happy about she was getting some backlash from his part of the world.
Mm.
So I don't know. And I was talking about that when we was discussing it. I was like, damn, like, will she ever learn? Like,
I was
I
gonna
don't
say
think
learn
she
your
learned
lesson.
anything. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that's the thing. Learn your lesson. It's time to learn a lesson. Shut your mouth. You
Hmm.
too old for all of that. You know, but I mean, if you doing that, what is your child looking at? What is your child thinking and learning?
Hmm.
You doing all of that. Shut your mouth. Sometimes, I mean, you got to take that L. You got to, and it's a bigger L because you didn't shut your mouth. This is a hell of a lesson to teach your kids.
Exactly. And when she did do her hey G, what's up? Yes, we discussing Tasha K. Kibe. I love when the Southern Conspiracy says her last name. But speaking of her kids, Karma Diva, and everybody, welcome to the chat. Drop down, say
Hey,
hello.
hey,
If you
hey.
want to jump on the link and discuss TK with us, please just tell me to drop the link. But when she okay, after Cardi won the lawsuit, right?
Mhm.
Remember when she came on here and she did that so-called press conference from her closet or wherever the hell it was in her house. And that's one thing that she had mentioned. She was like, I'm a mother, I got 2 kids, I'm a wife of 17 years, a mother to a 2-year-old son, a 15-year-old honor student daughter.
Well,
She
they
always
ain't
talking
good
about,
from
how
her.
she's the mother and all this, but I mean, you have to wonder what does her now the son. I know he's too young to know. He still believes in Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny, right? But
Right.
the oldest girl, who's 15 years old, you have to wonder how does she feel going to school, regardless if it's private school, public school. All the stuff that they say about her
Right.
mom and all her the salacious things she say about entertainers. Her daughter has to feel that.
We got a troll right up at the right under where
Ugh,
you walked up.
already.
That's what it looked like.
Hold on. Yep, I see him. I got him. I got him.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let me read some of these comments. G says she went live for about 5 minutes last week, plugging her website so she can get some subs. Oh yeah, that's the only place she gonna get some subs because she didn't lost so many on her main YouTube platform. I'm not. She ain't. She still has a lot of people supporting her and following her because a lot of people do believe that freedom of speech is just that, freedom of speech, and there's no
Mhm.
gray,
No
there's no.
ramifications and
Mhm,
yeah, like you don't have to be accountable for what you
mhm.
say, but you do.
Mhm.
That's the whole part. You can have freedom of speech, but you have to be accountable for what you say and what happens afterward. You
Mhm.
know, you can say something and somebody will take that and like just like when she was talking about um I can never think of that lady, the white lady, and she was talking about her and the wine glass and this and that and the unwind,
Mhm.
and her subs went and attacked this poor lady all because she was talking about this lady trying to take her little stamp or whatever the hell she used and this and that, and then all of them people went over there and harassed that lady, and that lady had no idea who the
Mhm.
hell she was.
Yep, I remember that. That was when a lot of people stopped
Mhm.
following her because she really she had that lady in tears.
Right.
This
And
lady
that lady,
now everybody drinks wine, beer, whiskey. Everybody drinks everything on their channels when they be doing their YouTube shows, but she act like she was the only one who could hold a bottle of wine and a glass of wine on her YouTube channel.
girl, and it was probably something generic, so both of them chose it.
Mhm. Yeah, because back then she wasn't making all the money that she's making right now on her
That's when she
YouTube channel.
started. She was
Hmm.
starting to make that because of all the bullshit she was doing and
She started
saying.
making little coins, and she got she her head started getting real big around that time.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yep. And G said, "What do you think about this question, Karma Diva?" G said, "I wonder what her website videos are about. You think she can legally talk mess on there?" Um, I know that she talks a lot of her YouTube videos. Not YouTube, but she does put a lot of her YouTube videos on there. But she does also go live from her. Like I have a website too, and I can go live from my website at thehoodtable.com. Matter of fact, we're streaming live from there right now. Every time we go live, I always put the link over there, so we're streaming live on our website at the same time we're on YouTube. But remember, Michelle ATL and Brown, right? Hamadiva.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I can recall several times when, at least several times, where when she used to get clapped back from certain entertainers, she would say, I just use my website because I make more money on my website than I do on YouTube. Because Michelle, her website been around almost 20 years now. And she
Yeah.
has a plethora. I mean, you go over to her website to straightfromtheA.com and you see advertisements all over her website. So she's definitely getting paid, from sponsors on her website. And I can't wait till we reach that day. Our traffic is growing
Right.
day by day, but once we get our traffic really flowing through that website, that's why I be telling people y'all need to get over there to thehoodtable.com, and check out our website. But once we start getting a lot of traffic, I'm gonna, start promoting different businesses over there too so we can get some sponsorship. But what
Yeah,
do you think, Karma Diva? Do you think she can get in trouble that way? Because Tasha and Michelle ain't the only ones that I heard say that they can use their YouTube, I mean, use their website platforms, um, freely because that's their. It's not on YouTube. It's not on IG. It's not associated with nobody else's. You know,
they
so
can use it all they want, but just like I said, you have to be accountable and responsible for the stuff you put out there and for the fallout from what you put out there and what you say. And that's the part that's not clicking in her head, the fallout and how it does reflect back on you. And you can be, that's just like two people go into a bank or a liquor store to rob the place. They going in to rob the place, and one person pulls the trigger and kills somebody. Well, now, even though you did not pull the trigger, both of y'all are guilty of first degree murder. You didn't know nothing about this person supposed going in there to kill somebody. That wasn't the intent, but you were there. So you just as responsible, you just as accountable, and that's what she has to understand. Whether this is what you meant to happen,
mm-hmm,
this is what happened because of you.
mm-hmm,
So she's I hope that she learns something from
mm.
all of this to because otherwise those babies is in trouble. I'm sorry. They in trouble.
Yeah, she better have them on Pole Street. Shoot, if she keep doing some of the stuff and or something that show displaying some of the behavior she has been doing for years, she better have her whole family. I mean, because you saw what happened in court. Her and her husband throwing each other on the bus back to back because neither one of them wants to take any blame, trying to confuse the audience or confuse the jury as to who's really at fault. And that's why they both ended up at fault. Although Kibi Studios only was at fault $500,000, that's still a bad look because her husband don't only do stuff for her. That's a whole studio. That's a whole business. That's
Mm,
not just for Tasha K to record her YouTube videos and do interviews. That's a whole LLC. You
girl,
know what I mean?
it's it's a whole mess, and I hope it's over. I hope she's learned something. I'm glad Cardi took the high road, took the legal route instead of taking it to the streets. Um, because that's something else that could have happened. Because with Cardi's connection to the streets, that whole thing could have turned out to be way worse and could have had more quote unquote casualties. Um, what they call it, not a casualty of war, but well, yeah, basically a casualty of war. It could have started affect. I mean, it probably is affecting her daughter especially, but it could have been worse. It could have, somebody could have came and attacked that baby at school because of what her mama said and did. So it's
Yeah,
it's
you're
a
right.
sad
I
situation.
mean, it does happen. I mean, hey, I mean, for all the people who've been following the B sector over here on YouTube, I know some of y'all remember how Susie, aka VS from TSCC, how somebody had went to her child's school, her oldest child, her son's school, and took pictures of him. They went inside the school and took pictures of her son, and then
Mm-hmm.
they sent them around in the background. And somebody sent her the pictures. Somebody was literally stalking her. Took pictures of her when she was at a store. They did the same thing with Phi Babe. They did the same thing with my girl Deanna Irvin. So this is just YouTube. This ain't even celebrities. This ain't people outside of YouTube, celebrities that we talk about. This just people on YouTube in the beef sector. Just like Spiller Boy TV. You know, James Caldwell. Somebody went to his house, lady by the name of Skillet, stalked him, took
Still,
pictures of his car, posted his license plates, took a picture of his house.
thing.
And one day he was at a restaurant and he was live, and the lady called the restaurant and asked the waiter to ask him, can she come join him for breakfast? The
What?
same lady that had been stalking him. That's the same shit that happened to Susie when that lady Shireen found out Susie was going to be at the IHOP and went and sat at her table at the IHOP, and Susie got in trouble and got locked up and basically got punished and couldn't be on social media for 3 years. So the shit do happen, and that's just in the B sector. So imagine
On a larger scale.
on a larger scale. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All because you want some clicks and likes.
Yep, clicks, views, and cash apps and super chats.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
G. Yeah, G, that's right. You said that's why I could never get too involved with these YouTubers. They seem to have a hard time differentiating between real life and entertainment. Well, see, the
Right.
thing about it is the shit that goes like a lot of people on YouTube in the B sector. They might beef, they might drag, they might gag, they might roast, but they keep it on YouTube. They understand the message, the assignment. But then we have the people who go outside of YouTube and bring it into real life, and they still look at that as entertainment because they still know that they're gonna get the click, views, cash apps, super chats, and subscribers. But they don't look at if they might get their ass whooped out in them real streets because they took it from
Mhm.
YouTube out into the real streets.
That part. That part right there. There
Mm-hmm.
it is.
Mm-hmm.
There
And
it
Cardi
is.
B, she hang around a whole bunch of thugs, bloods, and all that kind of shit. You know what? That I don't know if you remember the full story, but that lady who was stalking VS, her name was Shireen, and she was always talking about how she from the streets, and she's an older lady, like 50 something now, but she was always talking about how she from the streets, blood this and blood that. But girl, she got her butt whooped, and she snitched and called the popo and
Oh
everything
no,
else
see. Now
and
that
pressed
shit right
charges.
there is what pisses me off
Right,
when you are the aggressor. You are the one who's starting all of this shit and going after people. And then when they finally retaliate and turn around and whoop your ass, now you want to play victim.
right.
No.
Where your
Pick a
blood
lane.
at? Where your
Pick
bloods
a
at?
lane.
Where your bloods
Right.
at, nigga?
You know, people talking, "Oh, I'm from the streets," and this ain't we all? Ain't don't we all got somebody we know we can call up
Oh, you
that
already
can
know
handle
we
some
do.
shit?
I almost had
I
to get in
mean,
my car and go ride last week, and I'm in my 40s. And someone was like, "Tanya, girl, you can't do that shit no more." But my cousin,
right.
was like, "My cousin needs me right now." But then the shit didn't
Exactly.
pop off like I thought. But yeah, my cousin got some girl stalking her and shit, and riding up at her house and yeah, all kind of shit. But anyway, that's a whole nother story for a different day. But yeah, we all
Mm,
got somebody. All got somebody. I
right.
was like, girl, let me stay my ass at home, but call me if you need me.
I
Like call me if you need me.
know. I know. I
Mm-hmm.
know all of that. I know that way too well. Trust me, I know.
Yep. You're right, G. Cardi B is really with that. Like, okay, so when Tasha K went on that interview and basically said, and hold on, let me where's the hold on, do I got the video? Do I got the video? Hold on. Because I'm sure some of y'all probably seen it, but just in case everybody didn't see it, and thank you, Karma Diva, because
Okay.
without you, I am nothing.
Oh, Booski.
Ah,
Oh, no, I wouldn't be, but shoot, I appreciate you bringing me into it, and you know, I come on, I have a ball. I enjoy, talking and hearing other people's
perspective.
opinion.
Hmm.
Yeah, and their perspective on a situation because the thing
Ooh,
is, we are not right all the time. God bless you.
thank you.
Um,
I'm over
um,
here congested like I'm excuse me.
Girl, I woke up like that. My sinuses been killing me all day long, and I just been tired. I had been up for like a whole 24 hours yesterday because I just couldn't rest. And when I passed out, the mister said before he left out this morning, he said, I came to tell you I was leaving. He said, but you was three sheets to the wind. He said, you didn't even know I was there. I was like,
Yeah,
I didn't
he
know.
was talking shoot. Mm.
I'm
Yeah, I
like,
saw
what
your
did I
little
do?
pics on the book. Happy birthday.
Oh.
Happy birthday to your man.
Yeah, his birthday was the other what was it? Last Thursday.
Yeah, that was
So
some cute pics. That was some cute pics.
oh, thank you.
Trying to
Yeah, we
find
had a
this
good time.
stinking video.
But yeah, he we we gotta learn to there's so much stuff I could say. First of all, we people nowadays are so um emotionally what do I call it? Emotionally dysfunctional. Like, you tell a young man, no, I don't want to go out with you and this and that. And they get pissed and then go and shoot some shit up or want to fight or want to stalk you. And it's like, because I said no, learn to accept that everybody don't want you, everybody don't like you, and everybody don't think like you. And emotionally dysfunctional, that's what I say. Yeah. But
Well, let me share this little snippet here, so the peoples who haven't seen the video that Tasha K, or it was on IG actually,
mm,
and what was the lady's name? Do you remember the lady's name? I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out later,
what
and
you talking
I'll
about?
post it later. The lady who actually did the interview was a guy and a girl, or a lady and a man, I should say, that did the interview.
Oh,
Um,
I don't even know.
yeah, it was
Oh,
on
on the story that
Instagram.
I sent you?
Yeah, and it was on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
But
You know,
yeah,
I don't even go to my IG, so that ain't.
right. Well, let me go here and put up our little disclaimer before we do anything. And this is
Mm,
from Tasha K. She did a little interview the other day when she was explaining that she ain't got the money to pay Cardi B, and she ain't planning on it. And then we gonna talk about that part, okay?
mm, mm.
In this lawsuit, allegedly at this moment, in this lawsuit, allegedly at this moment,
Hold up, why does it keep freezing?
this
Mm.
lawsuit allegedly
Come on now.
Let me see.
It's full of 702. Gotta get it together.
We ain't about to have no T.S. Madison and no Kaya moment.
Oh boy.
Wait, I always want to know. Listen, I'm so glad you said it. Look, I'm on the edge of my seat. Don't ask me.
Wow.
What
I get,
is
oh, Lord.
that?
Hold on, child. I think I recorded two different videos, and one of them I didn't edit yet. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Give me a second.
Okay.
But keep on.
Oh, and on another note, just something to gab about while you getting that together. I want to ask the people, like my hair is a dark color, and while it's short, I like to keep it colored. What color should I dye it? I can't. I got three color choices that I'm thinking, like that really dark purple, that really pretty purple color, that plum color, um, a reddish color, or do my usual blonde. So y'all chime in. Y'all tell me, for short, really short hair. What color would you think of dyeing your hair? Or what color I should dye mine? I don't know.
Okay, I got it. I got it, baby. Okay, let me know if you cannot hear it though, Karma Diva. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
A lot of conversation has been is, do you even have that amount of money to pay in this lawsuit? Like, is Tasha K worth that amount of money to pay that?
I ain't got it. I always want to know. Listen, I'm so glad you said it. Listen, I'm on the edge of my seat.
Don't ask me for no money. I ain't got it. But listen, we have business things in place that takes care of things like this. Now, of course, the appellate court and the Supreme Court is in process right now.
So that is true. You're not trying to pay that $4 million. You're gonna do the appeal.
No. That's what the appellate court.
and then
Who trying to pay $4 million? Who? You got it. Can let me borrow.
Listen, that YouTube, but that YouTube money is big checks. I thought
it's good, but I got 2 children.
In this lawsuit, allegedly at this.
Okay.
Well, you knew you had 2 children, or at least one, when you started all of this BS.
Man.
And there were plenty of times she could have backed down and shut the fuck up.
All
but
the
she
way
chose
up.
not to. She went balls to the wall. She went all in, and okay, she crapped out.
She went all in, like, for how long? For how many years? That's what she was
like
slanging
3 years.
around on her channel. My lawyers, my attorney, my people said this. My people said that. You know, like, she got all these peoples behind her. Like, you know how people be like, you have your people call my people. And her people ain't nobody but her motherfucking husband.
Her husband and her mama in the chats.
Ain't no way in hell you have all these doggone lawyers, and then you came out with that lady,
girl,
who was not even like the type of lawyer for your type of case. She don't even try civil cases, nothing like that.
Look, the lady that she hired for her lawyer, that was the church's lawyer.
Girl. But yeah, Cardi B
they paid her with the building fund.
Girl, Cardi B clapped back because, and you know what? One thing Tasha K said in her when she did her little press conference after she lost to Cardi B. One thing that I do remember her saying, she said this case was meant to drain me financially, and it did not. She said, and it was supposed to send a message to anyone that challenges a machine, because you know that's what she called Cardi B, machine that protects their corporate interests. And she said this machine tried to squeeze us for everything, but God said otherwise and blessed us with much, much more. But now you on an interview saying you ain't got it because you got 2 kids.
And Cardi got 2 kids too. So
yes, she do.
Hey,
and I bet you Cardi B could pay $4 million if she lost a $4 million lawsuit. See, that's the difference there.
And Cardi had people to tell her, because I know Cardi won. Now come on now, you know Cardi was ready to go down there, and she wasn't gonna talk to Tasha. She was gonna whoop Tasha. She was gonna whoop her. So shout out to Cardi's team, because Cardi could have got booked. She really could have, and she would have she would have been, within her rights to do so.
Girl, she up there calling Cardi B a machine like she the damn Terminator. Cardi B was like, "I'll be back."
And Cardi came back with a vengeance, and Tasha wasn't ready.
Yes.
She wasn't ready.
She wasn't ready. No. She thought she was Tiffany Haddish, but no, bitch, you weren't ready.
You was
You
Kevin Hart.
You wasn't ready for that girl's trip to the courthouse.
Girl,
But
not
no,
at all.
for real, Cardi B did clap back, but then she deleted her comment because the same reason why she kind of kept most of her comments to herself during this whole trial, because now she really has people and a whole team and lawyers and everything else. So they told her, they said, Cardi, please
Because you
just
want to look
delete the
your
post.
best. You want to look your
Yeah,
best when you present it in court, and you don't want anything to come back on you and bite you in your ass.
right. But I'm gonna tell y'all what
That's the
Cardi
thing.
B did say before she deleted the response on Twitter. She said, "You think it's a game, but trust, I'm gonna come for everything." And she tweeted that she also shared a clip of Rihanna's "Bitch Better Have My Money" music video. And then she later deleted the tweet saying that her music representatives just called and asked her to take it down. She said, I can't never have no fun. And can you imagine, can you picture or hear Cardi B saying, I can't never have fun? I can hear her voice and everything. Like,
Mhm.
I can't never have no fun, okay? Can you do that part? Okay. I can't do it. I be practicing and practicing. I can't do that for shit.
It's all about rolling the tongue, baby. Roll the tongue.
Well, I ain't had that much practice with my tongue in a minute, so that explains that. Let me read some comments, okay, and get these trolls out the damn chat.
Right. I've seen
All
a
right.
couple.
Ooh, hey Miss TR, how you doing, boo? Okay, the Miss TR, she said, "Hey panel, hey hoes, Maz and chat." G said Cardi gotta file Tasha K pay stuff for next year taxes.
Right. She better go work for Jackson Hewitt or H&R Block.
No, G. She don't gotta file Tasha K. She gotta claim Tasha K and her husband and Tasha's 2 kids on her taxes. That's what she gotta do. She gonna
You
claim
mean
all
Cardi
of
too
them because they work for
gotta
her
claim
now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do.
They work for
Yes,
her
they do.
now.
She
even
owns
that
Kibi
2-year-old
Studios
baby.
now. She owns Kibi Studios now.
Even that 2-year-old baby, they don't find stuff for his ass to do around the house. While he
They
learning to
make him
crawl,
switch.
picking up stuff off the floor while he learned to crawl and shit.
Mm.
Or maybe he could do some baby modeling.
Oh boy.
Mm.
Has anybody seen a picture? I don't think
I was
I've
just
ever
about to
seen a
ask
picture.
you, is her baby cute?
I don't, girl. I'm not going there. Cause I be having opinions on people, babies, but I try not to speak it out
Yeah,
loud.
we're not gonna talk about the kids. We're gonna leave the kids out of it.
Yes, the babies are innocent. I'm gonna leave
Yeah.
them alone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave
G
them
said, yeah,
alone.
Tasha K website link a couple weeks ago. Link in the Cardi B YouTube. Mm-hmm. Catherine said Tasha is gonna pay. Hey, Catherine. Tasha is gonna pay Cardi her money, or Cardi will own everything. Yeah, Cardi gonna own everything. She gonna own the skin that Tasha is in and everything.
Girl, I was about to say she gonna brand her like some cattle.
Girl, on her right butt cheek. On her right butt cheek. Shoot.
I'm gonna stop. You know what? I'm gonna take that statement back because as I think about it, it was funny because I was thinking cattle, but
We're not
they
going
used to
back to
do that to
slavery.
slaves too.
Please don't. I know it's
I'm
Black
just
History Month and
saying.
all, but brand that bitch because it's all about her brand. It's all about her brand messing up other people's brands, right?
Girl.
It's all about Tasha K brand messing up other people's brands. That's what she's known to do or trying to.
Mm-hmm.
But I hear
Go
what
up.
you're saying. I hear what you're saying. We gonna
To,
respect Black History Month. Dang, I feel like Cardi B. I can't have no fun.
right. Go up underneath G's statement where she's saying, yeah, Cardi is really with that.
Okay, let me see.
We got a super fan under there.
Dang, it's like a whole bunch of trolls. Okay. All right, so let me go back up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, G said so. Cardi B is really with that. She shown growth by doing things legally this time. Yes, she did.
Mm-hmm.
G said I haven't seen it yet. I've been researching stuff on this upcoming war. Okay, well, yeah, that's why I showed the video because I know a lot of people probably haven't seen it. And yes, I was watching about the war earlier. I heard didn't they say Russia took somebody?
They
Uh,
went. They went ahead and invaded the Ukraine.
yeah, they said they got somebody over there. They went and
Mm.
grabbed up somebody. I can't remember the name. I'm not too up to knowledge on all the different people names over there in Ukraine and Russia and all that.
Now,
But
if Biden it was as smart as he think he is, and as people give him some kind of faith and trust, stay out of it. Do like FDR did
that's what
when
that's
World War
what
II was going on. When World War II was happening, and everybody wanted the U.S. to join, he stayed out of it until they came for us. When Japan came for us,
right.
that's when we got in. Until they come for us, stay out of it because we ain't even talking about a UN nation. It's not a United Nation. So it's not even part of the UN. So we have no business, none, being over there. We have
Well,
no
according to
business
Biden,
sending our people over there. We
according
are
to
not the
Biden,
world police.
he's saying Putin chose this war and that they already announced new sanctions, but conceded that they would not immediately prevent President Vladimir Putin of Russia from continuing his military assault. So they said they're not going to immediately do anything right now, but um, President Biden denounced President Vladimir Putin of Russia and his sinister vision for the future of our world, vowing that Mr. Putin and his country would pay as the United States imposed a new round of economic sanctions over Russia's invasion of Ukraine. And he said
Mm.
he chose this war. But I'm with you and a lot of people is tweeting like, why do we always gotta jump in everything? That's like
Right,
jumping in
we are not the
somebody
world
fight
police.
outside and you see two people fighting and you just tag me in, just tag me in. You don't even know nothing what's going on. You just want to
Mm,
fight.
girl, I
But
just say we are not the world police. We need to stay out some of this shit. We need to stay out of because what they don't realize, we losing our life. We are losing our family members, our people in a war that has nothing to do with us. We went over to Vietnam. We didn't have no business being over there, and
mm-hmm.
yet I mean, we lost hundreds of thousands of people, and for what? They still fighting over there.
Mm-hmm. Yep, G said they trying to get the Soviet Union back together for a reunion tour. It's scary, but Europe's problem. And said Europe always fighting each other. They need to work it out themselves. Yeah,
Mhm. Mhm. Because
I agree.
sometimes you can't jump in. They have to work it out amongst themselves. You can't solve everybody's problem. And my thing is this: you going over there trying to solve their problem. Look at all the problems we got over here in our country. Take care of home first. You take care of home first, and then you go and assist other people. Because if your home is wrecked, how you gonna help somebody else?
Right. It's so many people, and especially like I know around the world and everybody is dealing with economic fallback or um seeing some economic strains in their households uh all around the world since the beginning of the pandemic. But it's a lot of people here that still are in dire straits, like barely got food in their house, still looking for jobs, then lost their
Mm-hmm.
homes, no longer have
Mm-hmm.
vehicles. It's like a lot of people have to cut back here in the States. And just even when we're not in a pandemic, they will go over there and spend millions of dollars to fight somebody else's war. And we have people over here that could just use an extra few dollars in food stamps every month. or some food stamps. Like hell, shoot. Sometimes I can use maybe 100. I don't get shit from the government, but every now and then, people just be a little short. Every now and again. But we have to beg, to get help over here. But they be really quick to go over there and put $1 million, towards a war, to fund a war that's between two people. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not that big into politics and things like that. So I do like to listen to other people explain stuff, especially when it comes to wars and things like that, because sometimes I'd be a little lost. Like, why the hell? Why are we there? What? Somebody do some explaining. Hey, Carrie Ray, what's up? But yeah. But let me read some of these comments because I think I missed some comments. Catherine Powell said, "Oh, I think did I read that one? Tasha is going to pay Cardi her money, or yeah, she'll own everything."
Mhm.
Oh, this is the where's that one comment? Jesus said,
Oh,
G
she
said
gonna
something
watermark off.
funny. Yeah, G said something. He said Tasha K video is going to have the Cardi B watermark on all of them.
That's a good idea.
That's
That
the
is a good
comment that
idea.
I was meaning to read before we jumped on Putin. Putin. Did I say his
That's
name
a good
right?
Putin.
Putin.
Pooty poot. Oh, pooty poot.
Ah, Steaky
Pooty
Poops.
tang. That's what you call pooty tang.
Pootie
Oh, pooty
Tang.
tang.
We over there helping out the Russians. I mean the Ukrainians, the Putin
And
Tang.
see, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Just like years before, um, the U.S. armed Iran. We sent all of that ammunition and war stuff, and then for a while they turned around and was trying to use it on us.
Now that's
So
the scary part.
yeah, you arming all of these people, you sending all of this stuff over there, and then they turn around years later and use it on you.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
I can see that. Well, I would hope that would never happen, but then we end up with all these guns on the street.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
that's what happens a lot of time. And it's sad, but I've seen, I mean, it was TV, but they had to get it from somewhere, where they were talking about some of them soldiers is coming back, and they hide them in like the tanks and shit like that they bringing back, all of these weapons that they use in war. Like, why is there rocket launchers on the fucking streets in the US? Who needs a rocket launcher? And for what?
Girl,
What, I mean,
let me think. If I could use a rocket launcher on something, let's see. Would I hit a bank first? Nah, because all the money would probably just
hit
blow up.
trans, what's it, TransUnion, Equifax.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go.
That's where you need to hit.
TransUnion, Equifax.
I can't think of the other one.
How about Uncle Sam? Because I'll be owing every year. Girl, you know what? Um, if it wasn't for me writing off stuff for the Hood Table LLC, like that's one thing I like, and one thing I learned, from Melissa, Melissa Econ,
Mm-hmm.
from her doing her tax shows and her finance shows and stuff, all the different things you can write off every year, every month, for your at home business. So I appreciate a lot of things that I've learned from her. But yeah, you can write off like a portion of all your bills, utilities, car payments, car insurance. I mean, all
Well,
kind of stuff. Cable, not cable, but internet, cell phone. So thank God for that.
shout
Otherwise,
out,
I would owe a whole lot every year.
shout out to Melissa. Hey, boo, where you
Yeah,
at?
I don't know where she at right now, but she tagged me or something. The girl, you be seeing those posts. She
Oh,
be
it's
tagging
tax
with
season, so.
her man, that
Uh
basketball player,
oh.
that
Uh
big bald head, walnut, peanut head looking.
oh.
You know she in love with her some Shaq boy.
Oh God. Ew.
Yeah, she be tagging me all the time in these posts with Shaq.
Now
Cause she
I'll
loves her
say
some
this.
Shaq.
I like Jack's personality. I do. And he seems to give back quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
He gives back. So I got a lot of respect for him, but to be in love with him, yeah, that's a whole nother
Girl, she wants to give him some back.
that's
That's
a whole
she
mm-mm.
want Melissa want to get him some back. No, she had
Oh
made a post,
Lord.
right? She had made a post, and some guy on her post said, "I'm gonna see if I can hook you up with bro," right? And so I comment, I said, "You know, Melissa, you can't handle that man with his big size, 23 foot." And I said, "Yeah," and I said foot, and she said, "Well, I can at least try. A girl can try." I'm like,
Look, you don't know till you try.
but he be one of them. He be one of them with a 23 size foot and got like a 3 inch. Nah, let me shut up. Let me shut up. Cause Shawnee wouldn't have stayed with him that long. I don't think, and had all them kids if he only had like a.
Girl.
Then
Well,
again,
she
that
might
money, girl, that
have.
money
I
make
was
you
about to
stay
say that money was good.
with girl. Cause I'm telling you, Beyonce got a whole mule. I mean, a whole
Girl, a whole camel over there, she was looking like the Joe Camel. The
I said
oh my
mule.
goodness. Yeah, you did. Hold my mule, girl. Hold my mule.
Oh my mule. Oh Lord, let me read this comment. The Miss TR said, "We can't even survive a hurricane, let alone war. We are in big trouble as a country, and we have people arguing over stupid stuff. We need to prepare for the shortages we're about to endure." Real talk. That part. And G said, apparently Russians have $1 trillion in U.S. banks. If Tasha can manage to hack, oh G, he said, if Tasha can manage to hack the bank, she may be able to get over. She may be able to pay Cardi B. Maybe she needs to try. Maybe she needs to try to what they call it, rub hands. Is that what they call it, Karma Diva? That's saying
I'm
she needs
sorry,
to
give me a second. I'm talking to Baby Diva.
rub hands with the Russians.
Baby Diva said hola.
Hola, hola, hey. She don't know
Hola,
nothing about that.
hola,
Or do
eh.
she?
Roll the roll.
Kid
I
and
don't
play
know
now.
nothing about that.
She don't know nothing about that
Oh,
kid and
she said
play.
yes, she do.
How? What
Oh,
you know about kid and play? Do she know how to do that dance where they kick
she
their feet,
said,
then
she
they step
said,
back, then they kick their feet, then they step back? Do she know that dance? And then they hold their hands and they turn around together. That used to be my favorite dance back in the day.
she just looking and shrugging her shoulders now.
Nah, Carmen Diva, you gotta show her that dance. If she talking about she know about kid and play, she don't know kid and play until she know that dance.
Right, right.
Uh-huh. And next
You
time I
need to
see
be
y'all, I want
playing.
to see her and her brother doing it.
Oh Lord, now her brother ain't gonna do it. Well, he might. He kind of goofy nowadays, so he might. But she trying to play shy these days.
Uh-huh. Let's
Mm.
see. She said Tasha may be able to get out of debt by going to war. Oh, or being drafted. Her husband. Her husband. Shoot, her daughter 15. She got a few more years. She can go too. Baby be at home by herself with the nanny. While everybody else fighting the war to pay off Cardi B. Mm-mm. Telling you know how they used to do back in the day when people owed money to somebody, they would like make them work around their house, do their cooking,
She
wash
gonna be an indentured servant.
their uh-huh. Hmm. And then you be like, but massa, you told me only owe $50 more.
I just thought about something else. Damn it, she gonna be 12 years a slave. Oh God. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna
Y'all
stop.
gonna quit talking about Tasha K, Kibi.
I'm gonna stop. I promise I am.
Tasha K, Kibi.
Oh Lord.
Oh
Help
my
me,
God.
Jesus. I'm sorry, Lord. I'm sorry.
But yeah, we just had to come on here and talk about that shit because I swear to God, Tasha, I don't know how, and you know, you heard the lady say But Tasha, all those YouTube videos you've been making, all you get million views. I mean, a lot of her shows got million views, up in the 500, 600, 800,000 views. And then she has the sponsors. She has the wine thing. She has her website that people pay for. She got Cash App, Super Chats, Abednego, PayPal. Uh, she got different. Oh, don't forget her merchandise. She got a whole bunch of different streams of income. So then she says, "But I got 2 kids. Like I got 2 kids, and I survived some year off of $20,000."
Girl, okay, honey, I don't know. It's the good Lord helping me, but I got 2 kids and we scraping by, but we make it.
Girl, I remember when I was making like $9 an hour with my 2 kids. Now, how much is that a year? Like maybe 15 to 20 a year. I remember those days, and we survived off of 20, 15,000, 25,000 a year. And I know Tasha K gets way more money than that. Why she talking about I got 2 kids?
Shit. You know she do.
There's people who survive off of welfare and food stamps with 8 kids.
Honey.
Oh, don't be trying to use them 2 kids as your reason why you can't pay Cardi B. You wasn't thinking about them 2 kids when you was up there slandering that poor girl. And I don't want to say poor girl like Cardi B ain't never did nothing wrong, because we all know that Cardi B has done her share of people online, cussing people out online, getting into beefs online. But the one
throwing shoes at people.
We have to remember the difference is Tasha K took a whole bunch of shit that somebody told her that she knew was most likely false. She admitted it in court, her and her husband, that they knew most likely it was false, but they wanted to get them clicks and views. So that's the difference here that we got to keep in mind, because there's people out there saying, "Oh, well, Cardi B, she done shit too. Cardi B, this." I'm like,
ain't nobody saying Cardi's an angel. Nobody's saying she an angel, and nobody's saying that her hands ain't dirty. I ain't heard nobody. That couldn't be further from the truth. I mean, but in this situation here, yeah, her hands is clean.
And she even deleted her post today, because I'm telling you, if I would have saw a bitch online talking about she ain't paying me, and the judge just said you owe me for life, and you up here joking, she laughing, joking. I ain't got it. Do you got it? Shit, who trying to pay that bitch $4 million? I ain't trying to pay that bitch $4 million. I ain't got it.
They gonna squeeze it out
and clap back like, bitch, you gonna pay me my motherfucker. I'm gonna take it one way or the
other. We can do this the easy way
or the hard way.
It's your choice. You decide.
But G said, "Laugh my house out 12 years of backbreaking work to pay Cardi B." And she put all that money towards them bottles of wine.
Right.
And Miss TR said, "Didn't TK correct how many subs she had? Well, get those subs to donate. Thank you. $20 to $20. They
ride and die for her. So hey, let them go. Let them provide for her.
Yes, they can. Now I heard that somebody did say the other day that you can't have GoFundMe for court lawsuits or something like that, and that's why they be removing people's GoFundMes when people report them. Because it's like, okay, you this your lawsuit. You ain't about to get the community to pay, That I guess that's how it goes. But anyway, but still, they don't even have to do a GoFundMe. Like the people can just they donate now with Cash Apps and Super Chats. Yeah, hey, I got 5 on it. Just
girl.
I don't know. Boy. But I shall be watching what I do. I shall be a lot more vigilant. Is that how we say it, Carmodiva?
Yeah.
Vigilant?
Vigilant. And you got to be careful. You got to step in the name of love.
Oh, damn. Here we go.
Shout out, bro.
Tails. Where's bro? I know right now he thinking free Kales. He thinking free Kales.
I'm just saying you gotta watch your step. You have to, I mean, you are a freaking adult. Act like it. Act accordingly. If you want people to, I mean, whether she want people to take her seriously or not, you are in charge of your business, your brand, a whole company. And now, I mean, like I said, it all boils down to the example that you are setting. And this is the business model you're going with. This is what you want to put out into the world.
Well, she still got 994,000 subscribers on her YouTube channel. But I don't know. Has she been going live? Because for a minute it seemed like she was just uploading
Mm.
uploading videos for a minute. But
Yeah.
she's still been doing her videos. Oh, the one that we was talking about with Wyclef John, the name of that video is called Exclusive Wyclef John and adult star Heather Hunter accused of luring young boys in the industry. And when that got back to Wyclef John's community, it was a backlash. It was a backlash over there. I'm like, she don't want those people coming up. Now, see, those people carry around salt and hatchets and what do you call them things? Karma, even them big old knives.
What, a machete?
Machetes and shit over there.
They have machetes.
You know, shoot, them Haitians, they don't be playing.
No, they don't.
Those peoples. Now, I'm not gonna immediately say that that's a lie. That he ain't luring, but I'm not gonna say it's a lie. But those are the allegations that Tasha K was talking about on her channel. And it's shit like that got her in trouble with Cardi B. You just can't run with every damn thing. Like it's just crazy.
Like they said,
it seemed like
she's so busy trying to be first instead of trying to have the right information.
But you know what I also think? I also think that people know that they can come to people like Tasha K and spew all these accusations and possibly lies and stuff because they know Tasha will take the bait. Like some people probably set out to hurt somebody's image or hurt somebody's career, hurt on purpose, and they know if I tell this to Tasha K, she'll run with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yep, she's been doing premieres and stuff. So I wonder if she can even go live on YouTube anymore. Or if YouTube, if she's into some type of YouTube restriction because of the lawsuit.
That, that might be. I didn't even think of that. That might be.
Yeah, because that's what happens when you get in trouble on YouTube. Like, when you get a strike and stuff like that, you'll get you'll get in YouTube jail for like a week. Then the next time is like 2 weeks. Then the next time is like 3 months. Then after that, it's kind of like Facebook. You lose your whole channel after the third strike. So I know Tasha K don't want to lose that channel because 994,000. She ain't at her million no more. But we remember what happened when that shit went down with Star Marie and Lovely T.I. and she lost a lot of subscribers, but she did gain them back eventually. So I do believe she's the kind of YouTuber who can bring her people back or new people back. But why keep
coming back to see what she's doing? They coming back to see how she's gonna bounce back.
Exactly. But why keep doing that to yourself?
Because she ignorant and ain't learned her lesson.
Yeah, G said she went live last week to promote her website. Oh, she can go live. Okay. And then the Miss TR said TK needs to take a tall glass of shut up before she ends up in attempted court orders. Cardi B may end up taking her back to court and she loses her channel, be banned from the internet altogether. Yeah, because if VS, the head leader of TSCC, if she can be banned from social media for 3 years just for fighting a girl online and talking stuff online, I'm sure they can do the same thing with Tasha K.
Girl.
Who has done much more than what Susie, aka VS, did on YouTube.
I'm telling you, these folks out here, they need to learn that YouTube is just a tool. It is not real life.
Right. And G
Well,
said,
I
"Oh, I
mean,
didn't
it
know
can
that."
be, but it's not. I mean, you know what I'm saying. It's
Hmm.
not. You got to learn the lines between your real life and uh this web life.
Right.
You know,
Right.
this web
YouTube
life
should
can
not
fuck around
be.
and get you in trouble.
Yeah, YouTube. Some people get on YouTube and they be like, "Oh, this ain't my life. I got friends outside of YouTube. I got business outside of YouTube." And then
Then don't do it.
they on here 25/8. Like I see people literally uploading 20 videos a day. And I'm like,
Girl, I
okay,
know
they ain't got no job. They obviously
one
ain't got no
person I
job.
follow, he be, I'm not playing.
I
This
already know
guy
who
I
you talking
follow,
about.
he puts out seriously in a day about 6 videos.
Right, because he follows the news, the trending news on MSN and all that. He reports on everything. Somebody could fall and bust their head on the concrete.
No, not him. I'm talking about somebody else. This is just
Oh, okay.
he
Because
just do reaction videos.
no, you know which one I'm talking about. He do reaction videos, but it be to like trending news. The guy
No,
that you
this one
told
do
me.
it to like girl, he be following like aliens and shit
Oh,
like that.
okay, okay, okay,
Like
okay.
somebody may do a real life a true crime video and he'll go and react to their what they watching and he do his own reaction to it.
Well, I don't have time in my schedule. It might sound but I work a lot. So, I do a show here, a show there. Sometimes I come early in the morning for coffee with you guys. Sometimes I
I'll
come
be
on for lunch
watching.
break. But for the most part, I just can't be on here doing 2, 3, 4, 5 videos every day. That's why on Friday Night Live, I open the platform so we can discuss everything from the hood to the White House, trending news, local news, whatever. And then throughout the weekend, I chop up all those videos into
Mm,
smaller videos. But that's only if we go real long. Like
yeah,
if we go into the 3 hour range, the 4 hour range or longer, I take all those videos on different subjects and I chop them up into one video and then I re-upload them.
yeah.
That way, it'll keep people from having to go all through a really long video. And
Well, ain't
people
nobody trying to care for no 3-4 hour video.
exactly. Now trust me,
I
I
do see. I see
enjoy.
videos. I see videos that I'll be, the topic sounds good and this and that, but then I look and it'd be like 3 hours. I'm like, yep, I ain't doing that.
And see, we do the same shit though. So I know how it feels to run up on somebody's video and they've been live 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, and I'm like, oh hell no. I'll just go to Tracy's channel or somebody else's channel because I know they're gonna break down the video and give you the highlights. So that's why I take those different. If we talk about Tasha K for 30 minutes, if we talking about the president for 30 minutes, if we talking about somebody in the news, got killed or whatever, I take them all and
Yeah.
chop them down and make smaller videos. Um, G
Now,
said,
before we get off, here, I do want to ask because I came in late, and now what was going on with the young lady and the cousin killed her? What was that all about?
"Oh yeah, the mom. I guess she been knowing for some time now that because the cousin he got arrested for lying to the police about not
Okay.
being with her and all that kind of stuff that night or whatnot. And
And when did
so
this happen? How long ago did this happen?
it happened like last year, like 3, 4 months ago. And he was in jail already, for lying, and he was taking a plea or something like that for the lying to the police officers. And then finally he confessed that, I was with her that night, she died, I put her in my trunk and I dumped her in a dumpster.
Now,
So the
if she just
mom,
died, why would you do all that? Why wouldn't you take her to the hospital?
that's the big question. Obviously I think everybody thinks he did something to her.
He
Because
had
like if
to.
she would have just died from, I don't know, heart attack, asthma, or he would
Yeah,
have
yeah,
called the
yeah.
cops, he would have called the ambulance, he would have did 100 miles an hour to the hospital. But yeah, they don't know exactly what happened. But the mom had been knowing that he had confessed, and she had got tired of the police, because you know how it is sometimes with us, like the Gabby shit. Like, I was telling, now you know Sislo, she lives in that area in Detroit, and she was saying
Yeah,
how they really been on it, the law enforcement, everything. But I'm like, no, they ain't been on it like they should have, because crimes like that, missing
that
people
should
like
have been
that,
national
it should
news,
have been national news. That's a story where as soon as you turn on your computer, that girl's face should be right there on
just
a
like
story.
Gabby.
But instead, we have to type in her name and go look her up. Nah,
But that goes
that's
back
not
to
how
what
they.
but you know what that is, and they now
Yeah,
have the name for it, the white woman syndrome,
yeah,
because they have to protect them at all costs, at all times, and
yeah, yeah,
versus a woman of color,
yeah.
a minority. We The only reason we know is through our communities and word of mouth,
Exactly.
and sad. That's sad, and it's heartbreaking that still goes on in this day and age.
And it's really heartbreaking. Like this story, um, I know I think it was a Southern who was on our show. And she was like, when I grew up, we just couldn't hang out with boys, even if they were our cousins. I said, well, everybody's family ain't like that.
I
Because
did
I
hear
hung
that
out with
part.
my cousins all the time. Like,
Right.
we grow up like sisters and brother, like everywhere
I
my
was gonna say
mom
my
moved,
cousins.
everywhere
My
my
will tell you, my cousins. We don't necessarily say we cousins. We're brother and sisters because that was how my grandmother raised us. That's There's nowhere I couldn't go with my male cousins and not feel safe. You know what I'm saying? They are going to protect me at all costs.
Yep. And
So
everywhere that my mama moved, my auntie moved. I mean, from the time when I was three, like 3, 4, 5 years old, if we stayed on a block, my auntie either stayed right behind us, like where we could walk out our back door into her back door, or she stayed across the street or next door, or and we literally grew up in each other's houses. It was no, well, you can't be around your boy cousin because they're a boy. It was none of that. We all hang out together, grew up together, fought together. I mean, ate
my
together, worked
cousin I
together.
lost, my cousin I lost in at the end of 2016. Me and him, it was always me and him. When I go to Texas, I mean, the minute my foot touched down in Texas, I wasn't even near in the town yet, but somehow his ass knew I was in Texas, and he called and he be like, "When you get to your grandfather's house, I'll be waiting." And me, because it was since we were babies, it was always me and him. And yeah, like I said, like you said, it was different because in my family,
Yeah.
everybody knew it was me and Chris. It was me and Chris. Wherever we went, whatever we did, it was me and Chris.
And see, that's how my me and my one cousin, C, right?
Yeah.
You know him. You'd have met him many times. We literally 8 days apart. We learned how to crawl together. We learned how to walk together. We learned how to talk together. We even ran out the house at 5 year old down the street in none but a pamper, running towards 24th Street on Ogden before my grandma knew we had got off the porch. So we was together like glued together, me and him. They thought he was the girl, and they thought I was a boy because I was a bald headed little girl, and he had all kind of head full of hair. But and then my cousin Tiff, and my cousin Pat, they was like to the hip. Like it was nothing for us to hang around boys in our family. And then I was a tomboy too, so I was out there playing football, basketball, kickball, all that all the time with the boys. So, but I
Right.
do understand how some people might have experienced certain things with a family member, maybe growing up like an older person, and so when they have their kids, they're like, "Oh nah," and it does happen. It does happen. Um,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
when it comes to certain things, I say this now. What I have done with my kids while they was growing up, because I only got boys, when my nieces or girls would spend the night, cousins or whatever, I made sure that the girls was in my room
Yeah.
The boys was in, because it's like you don't want to ever think that your children would do something like that, and not like your boy would take advantage of it, because sometimes it. Okay, I really don't
And
want to
see,
talk
it
about that shit
depended.
like that because it's
It
kind of
depended on what
about,
side of
but
the family I was with. Like you
yeah.
said, if the boys would be in one room, the girls was in the other when it was
And you
time to
made
go to bed.
sure you slept
But
really light, so you made sure wasn't nobody walking around. You know what I mean?
right. But
But
when I was in when I would go down to Arkansas for the summer, it wasn't like that. Hell, when we be at my granny house, because all the adults be in the bedrooms and bed, so we would make pallets in the living room or pallets in the den, and we all just slept on the floor, or we all in there just
I remember those
cracking up.
days.
Just
But see,
we
my thing was, when okay, put it this way: if I'm responsible for somebody's kids, I want to make sure that I'm 100% responsible, and that by being
exactly.
responsible, that means you have to, my favorite word I can hardly say half the time, vigilant. You have to really be vigilant and keep an eye on them kids, because shit happens all the time. And then they want to put the blame on the parent who's running that house. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure the boys over here, the girls over here. But in this situation, I don't know what kind of relationship her and her cousin had,
Mm.
but
It
obviously
sounded
they had
like
some
because
type of relationship. She felt
I heard
comfortable
her
going
saying
over
they were
there.
like step cousins and this and that or whatever. And
But see, they're not.
I
It's
know,
not even blood. We gotta keep in mind they weren't
right.
blood cousins,
And
right?
I know of a situation where they grew up together and they were step cousins, and she went by that rule, and he just the whole time growing up and even as adults was still trying to holler at her.
Oh, I
And
know of that type of shit too.
it's like, Negro, that is your cousin. That now she may not be blood, but your uncle raised her as his
No,
own.
hold up. Let me tell you something. I went to a funeral not too long ago. One of them funerals I talked about,
Oh boy.
and all those my god sisters. One of the dudes walked up to me. Hey, what's up, girl? What's up? You know what it is? I'm older now. I'm 30 something years old now. I'm like,
Like,
oh
I'm
my
glad to
god,
see
you
you
like my
age.
damn cousin, you like my brother, you like my nah, we ain't nah. Why you always saying that? And I'm
And then
looking
you
at
know what
this
that
like,
remind me of
boy,
when you
bye.
said that? Remember them old commercials where the girl and the boy be on there, and she be like, "But I'm drinking milk now."
No, girl, he came up to me. I was just laughing. He's like, I'm what he say? He said I'm 30 something, 36. He said something, and I'm like, I'm still too old for you. He was like, nah, I like my women. Oh, I was
Mm-mm.
like, boy, bye.
I
Girl,
be
that was
like, I
the
ain't
funniest
old.
shit.
I'm seasoned. Quit playing with me. I
The
ain't old. I'm
funniest.
a vet. That's all it is. I'm a vet now.
Mm-mm. But yeah, we're gonna get off here in a minute. I just want to read some of these
Mhm.
comments. I don't want nobody to think I overlooked their comments. Uh
Right.
G says she gets new fans with each new controversial lie. That's true. That's
Yeah.
that's how that's how these people be building their platforms. And he said I've seen people go live 3 to 4 times, 4 hours. Yes, G. I know people
Mhm.
too in the B sector. They be going live like 3, 4 times a day, and each time is like 2, 3, 4 hours each time. I'm like, how you find some?
How
Even
do you
on my
get
days
anything
off,
else done at home? I mean, how do you?
child. The only day I ever have off recently in the last maybe 2 weeks, well, I can't even 3 weeks maybe, was Sunday. Besides the last few weeks, I've been working 7 days a week for like 3 months. And this is our season. It usually starts around September and it goes about to April. That's just our busy time. And I literally work every single day. So even on my off days, I'm not about to be on here all damn day. I'm laying around, cleaning up, washing clothes,
Mhm.
getting the house together because I literally got like one whole day to do stuff. But nah, yeah, and no shade. But the ones I hate is the ones who just come on all the time and they ain't really talking about shit.
Okay. Like, what are you? What do you have to talk about now? What? What could you possibly have to say?
Oh, child. Ooh. Anyway, let me see. Miss TR said G. Oh, she was talking to G. She said most CCs, in my opinion, go on YouTube more than 3 times a day because they're clapping back regarding an opinion statement they didn't like to keep being true. Miss TR, very, very true. That is true. That's a very true statement. A lot of people in the beef sector, they have to continually clap back, or because they're in a, people don't want them to seem like weak or whatnot when they in the beef sector, so they continually clapping back, you know,
I'm
against
glad
them.
I don't have to live in that kind of world where I gotta continually try to defend myself and my stance and what I believe or what I said, because I'm the kind of person, if I said it once, I can repeat it again. And I
Right.
stand in what I say. Period. If I said it,
Yes.
then damn it, I said it. Period.
Well, see, that's why some people don't like to do commentary on YouTubers, because of the fact they don't want to be pulled into a beef. But you have to have I don't know, you have to have some really thick skin if you're going to do commentary. Like, we do commentary on YouTubers, but that's very. I mean, I've been doing it a lot more because I ain't had time to really spend watching TV shows and stuff like that for reviews, and it's easier to just hear somebody talking shit and, oh girl, did you hear what they say? But on a regular, I don't do it on a regular. But you still have to have thick skin, because you could be just doing commentary and being very biased at the same time, discussing two people beefing, and they'll still try to bring you into the beef. Bitch, what you say? Fuck you. Da, da, da. That's
Oh, and
that's
I
usually
be wanting to
how.
correct you. I love you. I be wanting to correct you. Is you mean unbiased?
No, bias. Yeah. Oh
You
yeah,
said they be
unbiased. Okay, girl.
unbiased.
Girl, thank you.
Cause
Yeah.
you be saying that a lot, and I'm like, she means unbiased,
Well,
where
I
you not
know,
on either
bias
on
means.
nobody's side.
Well, I know I've been using the word bias lately because there's certain YouTubers that just they do commentary on people, but they are being very, very biased because
Right,
they like one of the persons a whole lot. Now,
right.
those type of people who do commentary on the B sector, I don't really tend to watch them. I prefer to watch somebody who is unbiased, the correct term, unbiased. And that's how I
Mhm.
try to be when I report on different YouTubers or do commentary on the B sector. I try to be unbiased as much as possible. But some shit, you just like, that's fucked up. Like, come on now. Like when Rico hit that cat in the head, girl, that shit was so. When Rico punched that cat in the head, then stood up on that cat like he was fighting some nigga in the street. Do it again. Do it again. I wish you would. I hit you again. I'll smack you again. Oh my God. And then when he went to court because somebody from PETA or somebody reported him and the cops came and they gave him a ticket and told him to go to court.
Oh
He
my
went to court,
god.
girl. Why he went to court and he recorded the court thing? He was even recording the judge saying other people's court number and case numbers, and he even had the judge giving sentencing other people, like information that we shouldn't even be hearing. Then when it got to him, he was like, "But I didn't hit the cat. I just pushed the cat because the cat was trying to bite me." Now everybody saw him still on that cat, like, man, he was like, "Bam!" On that cat. I was like, with his fist. And he told the judge, "I just pushed the cat, Your Honor." Girl, shit like that, you can't be really unbiased, right? Like you hit that damn cat. You punched the snot out that cat. And then when he finally let the cat go, because everybody kept telling him let the cat go, he took the cat outside, girl. He tried to put the cat on the ground so the cat could just walk away, whatever. Soon as he tried to put that cat down, that cat leaped so far, ran right in the street, didn't look back.
He was like,
The cat, girl, the
not
cat
that
almost got ran over by a car and everything.
That cat said, I'd rather get hit by a car than go back up in there.
Girl, that was the funniest shit ever. Ever.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, so I try to be unbiased when I do commentary on different YouTubers, but sometimes it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. But anyway, on that note, any last words you want to say about anything we talked about, Karma Diva?
Um, I'm still divided. Everybody in the comments is talking about plum or blonde. So
Oh, hold
I
up.
think
What I miss? What I miss? Hold up.
when I was talking about what color should I dye my hair, should I dye
Oh,
plum, blonde, or red? Nobody said red.
that must have been when I was trying to get that video together.
I think so.
What's kind of a blondish streak now, right? Kind of a
Just a blonde color, but since I cut it and I cut it shorter than it was before, I don't really have no color in it now. So it's back to my natural color, that really dark brown.
mm, well, I don't know. I like the blonde on you. It's like a honey blonde kind of.
Uh-huh.
I like that on you, but what did they say? They said blonde and what else?
Plum, like that dark
Plum.
purple.
Yeah, I like plum too. I'm not a huge fan of it, but yeah, plum. It is about to be summertime, child.
Mm-hmm.
It's about to be summertime. I want to
I
give
could
me
have
some.
probably did the plum back in the fall. I think plum is more of probably a fall color.
I think I might shave my head on the side.
I'm telling you, I
Shave my head
love.
on the
Well,
side. Put shades
the
on the
whole reason I
side.
cut my hair off this time was because when I had my rotator cuff done, and it was on my dominant arm, so I knew I would have had some issues combing my hair.
Hmm.
So that was why I cut it as short as I did, so that I could just, me and my hair, I can just throw some pink oil in it and go.
Right.
And that was pretty much what I wanted to do. And thank God I did. But then once I did that, I was like, oh, I like having my hair this short. This is kind of, I like rocking this because I never always thought my hair was too big to rock a really short look. But
Mm.
I'm like, I think this is kind of cute on me.
Yes, and I used to boy back in the day. Ooh, I used to rock me some short hairstyles. I love that Tony, Tony Braxton. I loved her short haircuts.
Mm,
What was the other chick? Nia Long?
yeah, Nia,
Nia
Jada
Long?
Pinkett,
Jada Pinkett. And there's another one.
um, Halle
Isaiah
Berry's hair used to
Holly
be cute.
Berry. Holly Berry. I'm up here
Yeah,
like the Isaiah movie.
losing Isaiah. Oh, that movie. See, I can't watch that as a parent now. Like before, when I watched it, I didn't have no kids. But as a parent, you watch stuff and it hit different now. You know, so I might have to go and watch that
Yeah, I
just
might have to go
because.
check that out too because I'm telling you that was my I don't know. I like
It
I
was
like the
hard.
old stuff that Holly Berry used to, play in and stuff.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
always thought she was so pretty. So pretty.
she was. She was beautiful.
And she still is. She's aging very gracefully, I believe. And
She
so
is.
is the other ones. Nia Long is too.
Nia
Uh
Long gotten prettier and prettier.
Man, like
Her
for
and
real.
Regina King. Regina King.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. I mean, she was always pretty as Brenda, but as she's gotten older, she has gotten, I mean, just glowing, just natural beauty. I'm like, you go, girl, show that black girl magic. Like my shirt said, you gonna get all this black girl magic today, and they rocking it.
they do be rocking it. And before we go, y'all, I'm gonna play my girl because if y'all ain't heard her say Tasha K's new name, I just have to play it one time. One time.
One time,
Ooh, okay, hold up. Let me make the screen bigger. Okay, y'all ready?
Oh boy, I ain't never ready for when she said.
Girl, this is Tasha K's new name per Southern Conspiracies. And she really, really has like some strong opinions towards Tasha K because
Oh boy.
Tasha K got her Instagram shut down a while back. So yeah, so she totally renamed Tasha K after that. So here it is, y'all.
Each Williams.
Don't forget Orenthal.
I'm calling him.
No, Orenthal, Wendy Williams,
L. Orenthal, Clyde Peach,
hold up, that's
Williams, T-Bone, and the giant Peach, Pookie.
Is that the one
Wendell,
for Wendy Williams' name? Okay, hold on, let's just listen real quick.
Wendell, Orenthal, Clyde, Pookie, Cleophas, James, and the giant Peach, Williams, T-Bone.
She just, now you know what? You mixing her up.
Yeah, that's when she was mixing them up.
Tasha up.
Both seen TV. Yes.
No, it's TV.
Oh, you want Tasha K name?
So if you say T-Bone, then say T-Bone.
Yeah, she was giving the wrong name.
But you know why T-Bone just cracks me up every time you say that about Tasha K? Because I had an uncle way back in the day, rest in peace.
T-Bone.
Oh man, I hear you say Tasha K thinks she's
she gonna
I'm trying to get to
She-
where she
that
say
woman, she
Tasha
did.
K name.
Put up that picture of Tasha. Put up and see what I'm talking about. From the deep, snarky tooth, grimy,
Oh my god.
drunk lizard looking, big chiclet teeth, piano key teeth having.
She said she like Big Mix Jr.
I promise you, what's my name? Mike Jones, big bitch.
Oh Lord. Wait, what?
I can't stand that woman. Look at that. What is all of, what is that?
She's smoking. Boy.
That ain't wine, baby. She can unwind with, that's something else. Look at her hair.
He's smoking dope, dog shit, and dick.
What was the name of that man on the 5 that was on the outside of their, what was the man name that was on the outside of their pants trying to plead his case because he can sing still? Eddie Kane. This look.
Without me.
You should say nothing without her. Nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall. I still got it.
Not Eddie Kane.
Eddie Kane.
Eddie Kane Jr.
Look at that.
Her just takes me out, and she was going off.
You gotta go get some.
Who was she going off about? It. This was the other facial.
Why her eyes hydrated? Vitamins, water, vitamin, some just dropped off milk. It don't move. To the front of her, she just.
Dang, I thought this was the video where she said her name.
This ain't it. This is the name you're talking about, though.
You dark-eyed ape monster.
Bro.
I can't stand her.
Dark-eyed ape monster.
A leather wig with a...
So return.
Hey, Timothy Madison.
One time.
Oh, here goes.
You got my side
Okay,
over
here you
here.
go,
My
here you
shit
go.
already bad right now. I had
One more time, conspiracies. One more time.
Oh Lord.
Please tell us her name. One more time.
TB.
Her name is Tasha Transrenta
There you go.
Terrence Timothy Madison Tucker Tristan T'Challa the Black Antler Thomas and Tomas Tabusi T-Bone Kibi.
I love how she says it at the end. She be like, Kiwi. She be saying Thomas. She be like Thomas and Tomas.
Right.
All right, y'all. I just had to show that for those of y'all who missed that when Southern Conspiracies renamed Tasha K.
I want to shout out to our girl Georgia B. Have you seen her?
Georgia
She is
B.
putting in. Yes, Georgia.
Georgia. Georgia. Who?
You know who Georgia is.
Georgia B.
Georgia that used to hang with us.
Oh,
Sleepy
B.
sister.
Oh, Georgia B. What
Sleepy
had
sister.
happened?
She is putting in that work. Sister girl is looking good and healthy.
What?
She
Hold
is
up.
working it
Are we
out.
still friends on
Yes.
Facebook?
Well, she and I are. We keep in contact. And she is looking fabulous.
Hey, go Georgia. Georgia.
Yes.
Yeah.
My girl GB is looking good. Here, I'm gonna send you her pic behind the.
I ain't seen her in like besides on Facebook. Matter of fact, I ain't seen her on Facebook, behind Facebook. Oh, look at Georgia.
Ain't she looking good?
Georgia. That's my girl. Yes. I ain't seen her in so long.
She's looking
I ain't seen her in a
fabulous
long
and
time.
healthy. And I just wanna, anybody who's making that change for a healthier lifestyle, that work is worth it for
Yeah, I
your
know a
health.
few people who speaking of which, I know 2 people off the top of my head that I'm Facebook friends with. They did undergo some procedures, but they
Mhm.
are doing what they need to do. And the thing about it, when I say that, there are some people who do it naturally, and there are some
Yeah.
people who have to do it medically. But
Uh-huh.
however you do it, however you want to do it, do it. Do what's best for you.
Right,
Do what's best for you.
right.
And some
But
people have to do it. So I know somebody who just passed away,
mm,
who was they said he was 700 pounds.
oh Jesus.
And for the last like, I don't know,
That's
year,
too much work for your
some
heart.
year for some last years or so, wasn't able to get around, wasn't able to walk, wasn't able to go out their house, wasn't able to, so sometimes people
Because
need,
your bones are not
yeah,
set up to
they're not
carry all of
strong
that.
up. Yeah, they're
And
not
your
strong up.
heart cannot pump enough blood to
Mm-hmm.
circulate like that.
Yep.
So that's why, it's not about you being too fat, and it's about you have to think about you have to think about your body as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, your bones are not set up to carry all of that, which is
Mm-hmm.
why a lot of people become sedentary and they become immobile
Mm-hmm.
because their bones can't carry all of that, and then they start having issues with like neuropathy and stuff like that, and then have to have things amputated because your heart can't pump enough blood
Yep.
to circulate through all of that.
Yep.
So, we have to take everything into account. And ain't nothing wrong with having some meat on your bones, baby. Please trust and believe. Because even when I was a big, big girl, hey, I was cool. I was loving myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I still,
You definitely gotta love yourself. You definitely gotta love yourself no matter what your size is, whether you
mhm,
105 soaking wet or 300, 400. You definitely gotta love yourself, because when you stop loving yourself, that's when your body can really just take over everything, right? And it
mhm,
seemed like
mhm,
it happened like, dang, how did this happen? And I had
right.
already I have a younger cousin who I know is overweight, and they're much younger. And I'm gonna mute you because it's like some noise coming from your
Oh,
thing.
I'm sorry, I was opening something.
Oh, but it sounded like but so I had told his mom, I said, you know what, I need to lose weight too. And I haven't been going to the gym. I was going to the gym before the pandemic and working out and all that kind of stuff, trying to lose weight. But I'm just really paranoid about going to the gyms. And of course, it's wintertime here. It's like, what, 20, 30 degrees every day in Omaha. So once it starts getting warm again, I want to start up my little walking group. Remember the walking group we used to have?
Yeah, I never went, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we used to walk all the time, like 5 miles a day, like all the time. And I had lost a lot of weight, a lot of weight. So I want to get back to that. Maybe not 5 miles a day like we used to, but at least start off with a mile. Start walking off a mile, and then building ourselves up. To
But the
walk
point
further.
is the first step is always the hardest, and that's
Yes.
just getting up and doing it,
Yep. Yep. And one thing I
and
remember about
staying
our group.
consistent about it.
Yep, and one thing I remember about our walking group, it was really inspirational to a lot of people. In our community, we used to have a lot of people walking at the same time, like, and we had some great conversations. We even had guys walking with us sometimes. I mean, it's called walking with divas walking group, but sometimes we would have 402, our homeboy,
Hmm.
he used to come with us
I
sometimes.
got a great name for it, and I should copyright it, but call it the Stepping Stones.
Stepping. Yeah, we definitely got. Are you sure that's not already?
I don't know. I
Well,
just
we'll
came up
definitely
with
look
it.
into it. Make sure it's not already used. But yeah, I had
But
that little group on Facebook. I still think I got it on Facebook. I think I just ain't been in it, been active in it. But yeah, because like after the pandemic, we even had we'll meet up at the gym sometime. But I'm like, oh, I just when I just be touching the bars on the treadmill, I just was like, I don't
but
want to
see,
get.
there's things you can do at home. And I did see that during the pandemic where a lot of people were working out and doing different things at home and still keeping healthy. And there are things, like I said, there are things you can do, little stuff. Hell, you can go get them a gallon of water and we use those as weights while
I
you
do
walk,
got some weights. I
something
got
like
some
that.
weights around here somewhere. I even got a mat, and I got a ball. Girl, I be trying to sit on that ball. I be
Mhm.
falling all off. I cannot stay on that ball with my booty too wide.
And
But
that's what I'm saying. That's something that y'all can do. Instead, switch it up. Instead of walking one day, do some of those exercises on the ball or with the water jugs.
well, you know what I want to get? I want to get that game, that virtual game. You know what I'm talking about? It
Mm-mm.
costs
I
like
mean, I
four
know they have those
four
for
hundred
real.
dollars. The virtual
Yeah.
game where you be like fighting and uh
Mhm.
swimming and walking.
Yeah.
There's all kind of different things. Deanna, she just got hers like a week or so ago, and
Mhm.
it sounds really interesting. Like she says, you don't even need to join no gym membership with that thing. But I want to look into that. And then my homegirl, I had told her I want to get a treadmill for my new house, in the basement. Excuse me. And she said, I'll sell you mine because she has one that she hardly don't use. And I was like, for real? She said, yeah. She said, just come pick it up when you move. So I'm like, hey, because I've been wanting to give me a new treadmill. So she's
That's
gonna
what's up.
give me her treadmill. So yeah, as soon as it starts getting warm in Omaha, I'm gonna start back my walking group, and we gonna, how it be girls, so we all be having our little weapons on us, and you know little knives and pepper spray. We be walking around strapped and everything because sometimes we do early in the morning. But it's fun. It's a lot of fun having somebody to work out with. It's
Right.
so more motivational.
And see, and the only reason I said stepping stones is because, like you said, at first you said it's walking with divas, but then
Mhm.
you said 402, and so you gotta be able to include everybody. And I think
Yeah.
stepping stones is because you're taking that step
Mhm.
to get fit, to
Mhm.
be a little healthier, and then these are milestones you're making.
Mhm.
These are just taking it one step at a time.
Yeah.
Don't It ain't gonna fall off all at once, and you will hit a plateau. There are times you will gain some back, but just keep going. Don't stop.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
don't think of it as a diet or something. Think of it as a lifestyle
Mhm.
change.
Yeah.
And once you think of it like that, it'll change your whole perspective.
Mhm. Yep, and let me read these last few comments, then we're gonna bounce up off of here. The Miss TR said that G, most CCs in my opinion. Oh, we already read that one. Okay. She said you can use your website, but the rules still apply in slandering. And TK can't do the same thing like she did with Cardi B. The rules apply everywhere, regardless of what platform you're on. And that was in response to the people who might just be coming in. We were talking about how Tasha is trying to get a lot of her subscribers to subscribe to her website, which she is charging for. Kind of like Kaya. You know, Kaya kept getting kicked off of YouTube all the time because, you know, Kaya, she would roast and gag these celebrities, and then they would flag her channel, strike her channel. So she started using her website, and I think the cheapest one is like $25 a month or something. There's a $50 a month, a $100 a month. It's like different levels.
What are they paying for though? That's what I don't get. Some people be paying these folks all of that and they Patreon. I'm like, you paying $20 for what?
Well, I mean,
you could do what you're looking at for free.
Her website, it has different levels. Like it's kind of like what I'm thinking, like the memberships. Like we have membership, right? Some people have several levels of their membership. Like I just changed mine. I just upgraded ours to 4 levels. So hopefully you'll be able to do certain things with me, or bring certain content with me on different levels of our platform. But if not, that's cool. But our cheapest one is still $199, then it's $299, $499, and $999 is the highest one. And it's just different content on different levels. Like, of course, the higher levels will be more like personal content, personal shows, one-on-ones, more involvement in my personal life, being more transparent, things like that. Might be follow me around, different events, things like that. There's more exclusive content than just sitting on here and talking about trending news. You know what I mean? So, but with Kaya, she offers like free merchandise. Different people just offer different shit. Like on one of our levels, I offer discounts on merchandise. If somebody wants to order a hoodie, I'm telling them, 10% off. So it's it's just different things that you get for each level.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't been to Kaya's website in a minute, but yeah, I remember that about her website. She offered different things on, different levels, but I would never charge like some people do charge 25, 50, 100, and that's a month, for
right.
Yeah. I ain't going that far. But anyway, yeah, so I'm glad we got on that subject because I really haven't even been talking about it. But yeah, for the people who want to join our membership, we do now have 4 levels. So if anybody is on the main level, the $199 level, if you want to jump up to the other ones, that's cool. If not, stay at the main level, the $199. But the other 3 levels are there, and they offer more inclusive or exclusive content and stuff like that. But yes, but other than that, everybody, please make sure you like and share the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Remember, stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to what?
Keep it hood.
Keep it. No. Oh, I love it. I love it. But yeah, everybody remember to keep it hood. And there's the Cash App. Thanks, Wavy Cam. That's my child. Cash App.
You can go to Pumpkin K 77.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. We was talking at the same time. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, or you can Cash App Pumpkin K 77.
Yes, Pumpkin, and that's Pumpkin without the
or PUNKIN and then K 77.
Yeah, you need to start putting it in your name underneath so people can see
it. It is in my name.
Oh, there it is. Caramel Diva, $Pumpkin K 77. So you can Cash App the Hood Table 402 and or Caramel Diva at $Pumpkin K 77. Kiwi. All right. Let me
All
stop.
right, everybody. Have a good evening. Be blessed.
All
Be
right, love you
safe.
guys.
Love you more, boo. Have
All
a good
right.
one.
You too. Oh yeah, don't forget Friday Night Live tomorrow, 9:00 p.m. We got a lot of shit to talk about. Let's
Oh
get on
boy.
something to talk about.
Hey.
Yay. All right, girl. I'll talk at you later.
All right, boo.
All right, good night,
Bye
everyone.
bye.
Bye-bye.